All right, you guys. Well, that was weird. I told you I'm having technical difficulties in everything that I'm doing here. So I got bumped in the middle of talking to you folks about what this said. So I uploaded the first half, and this is the second half that's going to go up with it. Let's see. I don't even know where I left off. So I'm just going to start again with explaining this. So the hermit is shining his light, ending a cycle with that 9. That's the biggest piece of this 7-card spread, okay? The hermit is shining his light, ending a cycle. He's shining his light on the wealth and the earthly pleasures. He's shining his light for spirit. When we have that dove, this is a highly spiritual card. It's done with love. He's shining a light. All right. It's like this is very karmic. It has to happen. He's shining his light to move forward, sharing with that 7 the wisdom, the truth, the knowledge. It's going to unground people. It's going to create a big ungrounding effect. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, they can't believe it. What won't they be able to believe? What's going to cause them to come ungrounded? Finding out about the wealth, right? Finding out about all of the wealth there. And the emotions that they feel are going to create an ungrounded effect when they find out about the dark stuff that has gone on within the Vatican. All right, so the hermit shining his light, ending a cycle, completing a cycle. It's time. He's doing it from a very high vibration. He's like the guide, the guiding light. He's going to shine his light on the truth, the wisdom, the knowledge that's been hidden, along with all of these other earthly pleasures there at the Vatican, so that we can move forward fairly and balanced, so that you're going to know more truths. You're going to see things. It's going to balance things out. Where's the balance going to come in? The balance is going to come in via the earthly pleasures, via the wisdom and the knowledge, right? And the vibration of love that will break the chains of the darkness that has been once very much a big part of what goes on there, unknowingly to the people. So this cycle is ending, right? The guide is helping to complete it so that it can come to a completion with this 10 of Pentacles. It's going to be a happy completion because that 10 of Pentacles is a happy card. It's beneficial to all, to the people of all generations, to the animals, to the planet itself. It is a happy completion. It's a good card, you guys. It's really a good card, and it's set up to be a good card, right? So with this completion, people are going to become very ungrounded. It's going to break ties that have bound the church and that have probably bound people for a long time. Emotions are going to overflow. People are going to be it's going to be an overflowing of emotions, but it's done with love and integrity and a very high spiritual, like the universal love, to move people forward with truth and knowledge and wisdom about the abundance of things that have been there at the Vatican that many don't even know about. So, very interesting. I'm sorry this is being done in 2 parts, you guys. I'm sorry. So, have I relayed between what I relayed in the last video that I don't even remember what I relayed and what I've relayed here in this video? Have I told the story as you've wanted it to be told via these cards? Please and thank you. please and thank you with one card. Have I relayed this story the way you had hoped for me to relay it? Please and thank you. Yes, I relayed the information the way it was intended, the way they intended me to tell the story. And the secondary message with this, again, is judgment is raining down on this whole church thing. And that is going to wake up a lot of people. A lot of people are going to step out from a state of like, you know, if you look at this, these guys look dead. They're all gray. They look dead. Because they've been like zombified. They've been like the Walking Dead. And the judgment comes in and it wakes them up and brings them back to life. So what we're getting here is kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal, you guys. So, all right, so I'm going to pick these cards up. We know now that the Hermit shine in the light. This is very guided. It's universal. It's done with love. Very, very, you know, Spirit says it's time for us to all move forward with the wisdom and the knowledge around the hidden wealth and the hidden secrets. Everything hidden within the Vatican, because the earthly pleasures reveals all earth, you know, the pentacles reveal all earthly pleasures. So that would probably be the hidden Bible scriptures that have been taken out. Probably a lot of books of wisdom and knowledge hidden within the Vatican, as well as a lot of hidden wealth within the Vatican, but also a big reveal around the darkness with that devil card that has also taken place there at the Vatican. A big judgment coming in for the Vatican, for the Pope, for the Catholic Church, for the way that things have been done. And though it's going to be like highly emotional, you guys, the emotions are going to be huge when they find out about the darkness. But new things have to start here. New things have got to begin. And that's just the way it is. So it's a big time to be alive right now with the changes that are taking place. So what I want to know now, with that information that we've received, I don't know what to ask. So what you're telling me is there are going to be some massive reveals around the church, things that have been done, things that have been hidden, to move humanity forward with wisdom, truth, and knowledge. That church, the Vatican, has been hiding from humanity for a long time. So, you know, I believe, because I believe this about everything, I believe there are good people within the Vatican. I believe, just like in our governments and everything else, that there has been a battle going on between good and evil there at the Vatican forever, for a long time. Maybe not forever, but for a very, very long time. And so I'm just wanting some confirmation that not everyone within the Vatican is bad or evil or have sold themselves out to the dark energies. So I'm just looking for confirmation about, you know, there are good people there with good intentions, with highly spiritual, very good intentions. Is that correct? Please and thank you. They want to talk some more about this. Fresh new things coming in. So they're not so much answering me yet. They have a story to tell about the new beginnings that are going on within that church, within the Vatican. So let's see what they have to say there, because there's more to what they're saying. Basically, with that Page of Pentacles, is that there's more to it. There's something fresh beginning. There's more of a story, put it that way. So there's something fresh beginning there, with great change within this church again, right? They're reiterating that again, that is being hyper-focused on. And then we have the Devil card. So let's not forget, you guys, that the pages also represent young energy, 12 and unders. All right, so we've got two of those. We have two of those cards. Mixed in here with our church card, what's representing our church and our Vatican right now, and the ties that bind the devil, okay? One of the cards is the Pentacles. That's something fresh on this earth plane, but it could also very much represent a child, you guys. A way of making wealth, okay? And then the Page of Rods, very physical, part of the physical journey, being hyper-focused on within this church, the bad things. So they're saying there's going to be a fresh look, and I'm going to double check, but they're saying there's going to be a fresh look at how this church has made its money and some of its wealth through using young energies, in other words, possible trafficking, and the money that's exchanged, and how it's been very much a physical part of this church's journey, tied to nefarious things and nefarious people doing nefarious deeds. So is that something that you wanted to reiterate? Did I get that right? Please and thank you. Big focus there, you guys. Holy moly. Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it? Makes me sick. My belly's upset right now. So am I getting that correct? Please and thank you. Yeah, I'm getting that correct. So they want to talk about this. So basically they're saying there's going to be a lot of reveals around not just the wealth, not just the hidden knowledge, not just that there have been some very dark people there that have had ill intentions, but there's going to be a reveal of what's gone on with children as well, very much within this. And if you think about it, I mean, they've been... I don't know how much they're going to bring out, obviously, but if you just think about the orphanages and things that that church has been involved with over the years, and we know what happens at orphanages, and things like that, that would be enough to really to really knock the socks off from some people and really unground them. So they are wanting to reiterate more around reveals that are going to be coming when it comes to this church. And the things that are happening there. Very interesting. But okay. So now that I've relayed those messages, can you tell me please because I really do believe there are some good people involved in the church. I hope that's true. And so with one card, because I believe that there are good people all over, and I believe that good people have infiltrated all sorts of bad places, and I believe a lot of good people don't even realize sometimes that they're involved in a place that behind the scenes, under the surface, there's nefarious things going on. Obviously, because I don't think that so much power could have been gained had people had an awareness of that. And I'm still one of those people that believe, for the most part, all of we people on the earth plane, we mostly have decent intentions, you know. So I'm just going to ask again. So do we have good people, good-hearted people with good intentions that are involved with the Vatican, the church? Please and thank you. Doing good deeds, good work, you know, with the best of intentions, according to their belief systems at least. Please and thank you. Is that correct? You know, it would look to me with this Five of Pentacles, and that's my church card as well, you guys, because this is a church behind these people that are suffering. The church has more than enough, and these people suffer, and the church has more than enough. So what I'm getting from this is that as far as the universe is concerned, nobody there is above judgment, because they have known at least that they have enough that they could actually be of some help, and there's been a lot hoarded. And they have sat back and they've allowed human suffering. So even if they weren't directly involved with the really dark, nefarious things, they're saying even if they were righteous in their beliefs and, you know, they didn't partake necessarily in very dark things, they're still being judged, you guys, because if they have enough knowledge, if you've made it to the Vatican, you have enough knowledge so that you understand that human suffering is happening, and the church could do something to change that, and they haven't. So am I getting that message correctly, please and thank you? And this is, we're talking about the Vatican. We're not talking about all of the other churches. We're not talking about the Catholic churches. They're not all blanketed together. This is if you've made it inside those Vatican walls and you're part of the Vatican, then you have at least enough knowledge to know that you could be helping in a different manner, and you've chosen not to. So you're being judged, and you wouldn't be considered a good guy regardless, because of the knowledge that you've held and not really doing enough about it in the eyes of like the guide. Does that make sense, you guys? So I'm just asking if I'm getting that correct. Please and thank you. Oh, these cards wanted to drop. I'm going to take them. That's correct. I read it correctly. It's time for healing is the secondary message. With the Emperor in this deck, you know, he is the divine healer. He brings balance to the world through healing. And let's see what dropped. It's time to be victorious. the Vatican itself, the way things are done there, will be walked away from. And let's ask if I got that correct. The healing is coming. It's time to be victorious. This old way, the way that Vatican was run, the way things were done, the people within it, all of that stuff, it's time for something new. It needs to be walked away from. It doesn't help anybody, is what it's saying with this Five of Pentacles. Let me turn off the pellet stove. And so let me just see if I relayed that correctly. It's time. This is time. It's time to walk away from this. The Eight of Cups, that's spirit, that's infinity. It's time to walk away from that shit, is what it's saying. And no one there is going without judgment. So, have I relayed this correctly? Please and thank you. Healing's coming in with that Emperor, the divine masculine healer, bringing balance through healing, victories through love, and walking away from that which does not serve us with the vibration of the 8, which is infinity. So kind of a big deal, you guys. Kind of a big deal. Have I relayed the message correctly? Please and thank you. With that 6, that's love, or it should be, right? It should be. So I've given you some breadcrumbs lovingly. But there's much more to talk about, apparently. And so that's in regards to, have I delivered the message? I've apparently only given breadcrumbs. But secondary piece of that would be that this church, though they may have made donations, they may have done things to make things to seem as though they were caring and trying to help, they really picked and chose who they helped, and it wasn't necessarily always a fair deal, right? So, but it made it look as though they were doing good works, when in fact they could have done more, or the works that they were doing it was peanuts in compared to what they really could have been doing. Is that correct? Before I pick those cards up, is that correct? I've really only given breadcrumbs of truth, because there's a lot there, I guess. A lot more than we can imagine. And the secondary piece of that card would be more exposure of like what the church could have done but didn't, and how they picked and chose and then still did as little as possible when they had the power to make great change. Is that correct? Please and thank you. Ooh. I got that correct. I got that correct with that 4. And so yes, that's a celebratory card. Yes, Lori, we worked together. We brought this message. But there's always more story there, so I'm just going to pull a few more cards, you guys. More is going to come in. The universe will bring more. This is like a hot topic, you guys. So there's more. The universe wants to bring more information than just what I said here. So there's going to be things finding out, all right, with this 4 of Cups. There's the stuff that we know about, things that people like you and I have heard about, the hidden wealth, the secret books, the ancient wisdom, the terrible rituals, the ties to satanic worship. We know about those things. right? Not everybody does, but a lot of people do. And those things will be focused on with that Three of Cups. But there is more to come with the universe bringing in that cup. So there is more to come. With that Knight of Cups, this is a river, a stream, an ocean, very emotional, that it's time for us to cross. And we can do this. It's time to cross that river where even more comes in. And then we have that Knight of Wands. This it's going to cause a hell of a lot of an emotion here, you guys, with this Knight of Wands. This is a warrior card. And because it is a warrior card, I'm going to pull a couple more cards, okay? It's going to be like a war that happens, that breaks things down, you guys. I'm not sure if it means an actual physical war, but it sure is saying the chaos with the great change, the 5, and the infighting. So a war is taking place right now within this system of power that we're talking about. And it's bringing upon great change. There's a big war going on within this system that we don't know about. And it's almost nearly behind us. So with the 3, a good chunk of that journey is already behind. So this has been going on for over time, okay? And holding the rod, ready to move forward. Ready to move forward doing what? Crossing the bridge, that emotional bridge of bringing in more knowledge. But that will also circle back around to more chaos, because this is going to be hard for people to hear. But the truth has to come out with the Queen of Swords here in this deck. In this deck, for me, this Queen of Swords just comes out. She tells the truth. And so the truth has to come out. It's the only way at this point of the journey. With the guide guiding all of this, it's the only way, you guys. So is that correct? Please and thank you. Did I read that message correctly? This is like a big deal, and there's a lot to learn, but it's time, and it's going to evoke a lot of anger and rage, and there's already anger and rage and infighting going on. Like there's already been a war going on within this power structure. So, did I get that correct? Please and thank you. One more. 2 more. I just feel it. 2 more. And we'll cut them. Hold on. They want to talk more. Okay. So if we're talking more, this is going to be, oh my word, they're getting chatty. I've been standing here almost over an hour now. So, okay. I'm going to shuffle all of the cards back in, and we're going to get, they're getting very chatty. Oh, you guys, I can't stand here all day, remember, but we will shuffle the cards, and you can give me a 7-card spread around this card where you're telling me to hang on. You have more to say. Secondary message would be that they're holding on to more in that church than we know. Than we even know. Because remember, it did say crossing rivers, new things coming in. Like I've only delivered part of the story. We worked together and created part of the story, but there's more. So, let's get a 7-card spread here off of this card, please and thank you, so that you can give the rest of that story that way, please and thank you. Let's cut them. First card up is a stillness that is happening. Stilling. Destitution. Victories. Oh, I need to... Let me bring this down because we're reading off of this card. You guys can still see that. Let me go here. All right. What they want to say around this is that they have literally stilled, for right now, they have stilled the Vatican. The things within the Vatican have literally, quite literally right now been stilled. The energy pushing the reading, why they've been stilled. The church, holding power to create great suffering, had to be stilled, you guys. The church holding power to create great suffering. Then up here we have our Higher Arcana card, diagonally across from that. That's our sun. That is, what are they creating great suffering with? Well, they're holding an abundance of wealth, but also children, okay? And it had to be stilled, and we've been victorious under the vibration of love right there in our pathway. Under that vibration of love, we went out, we did battle, we came home victorious, and this Vatican has been stilled. Children in gold were taken out of the hands of the devil, the bad guys. And crazy, right? So we're victorious. We did battle. And then we come up, and it's time to bring the news to the communities. So the battle's been done, is what I'm seeing here, and we were victorious. We were victorious. We stilled the Vatican. We stilled the darkness there. We were victorious in stilling this. We were victorious in rescuing things. It had to be done because of the great suffering that power structure was creating, and now it is time to bring that to the communities. The communities can rejoice in knowing, right? Rejoice under that 3, in knowing that we were victorious under that love. We were victorious in beating the Vatican. We were victorious in beating the darkness. We've stilled this operation. We've rescued the wealth and the kids around this Vatican. So is that correct? They want you to know that. It's important that we know that, they're saying. So is that correct? They were very powerful. Did I get this correct? Please and thank you. I got half of it, so there's more, you guys. Holy crap, you guys. One more story, and I've got to go. So this is only half of it. All right, so I'm just going to come down from here, okay, off of these cards so that we get the rest of the story. We can't keep being so chatty. I can do another reading on it at another time too, you know. Like we could do more tomorrow if we can't fully get everything today. Abundance, war, truth, secrets, walked away from, lies, independence. Let's just go like that. And then you can kind of see all of them. So more of the story. More of the story. They're saying people in power that have the money, have the means, literally did battle. Okay? Who they do battle with? I would say they did battle, obviously, with the Vatican, obviously with the darkness, but now they're bringing in the Queen. And things will be revealed with that Moon card. That's revealing secrets. Is going to be a lot of discomfort. Know this has already been done. And that there's going to be a lot of words out there, things out there that won't be necessarily true. But it's necessary to bring in sovereignty that has been being manifest for a long time. If you go up through, all the way up. So let's see. I feel like there's one more. That's my white hat, good leader, divine masculine card. One more. So this battle has been going on for a long time. They want you to know that. You're going to hear words around the good guys even that aren't true. Truth is going to be spoken. Somehow that Queen is going to, they're going to somehow connect the Queen and that power structure with this power structure. And they want you to know that. Big reveals coming, but it's already been done. But you're going to hear things that aren't true. But this is going to create sovereignty for everyone. You're going to hear things even about the good guys that aren't true. You're going to hear things about bad guys that aren't true. This is going to be a very tricky time, as per the usual. But am I getting this? Is this correct? Please and thank you. So somehow the Queen is going to be, it's not just the church. The Queen is going to be somehow linked to that power structure. The King and the Queen will somehow be linked to this as well. Is that correct? With one card, please and thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so this is going to go further than we even know. They're going to really do some linking together of things. So the power structure of the Queen is going to be linked into this Vatican stuff eventually. There's a lot that's going to come out and be spoken. Truths are going to be revealed. They want you to know this is already done. And in the ending of this cycle, there's going to be a lot of misleading lies and whatnot that come out around this. But it is what it is, you guys. It's just all going to have to unfold the way it unfolds. Know that the white hats are kind of, the white hats, the good guys, good people from secret societies all over working on our behalf to bring all of this stuff forward. So great healing is the second piece of this. Be joyful, rejoice. Great healing will come through this, but it will be very difficult. We keep getting those, the Knight of Wands, which is very fiery, passionate, warring, energy. So there's a lot to come. I don't know all of it. I've given you breadcrumbs. I've given you half of a story. I relayed this story to you the way that they wanted me to. You have to understand it's way bigger than we even know. Let me get a sip of my coffee. So I don't know, you guys. That's just what I'm getting. You know, take from it what you will and toss the rest. But wow, they really wanted to talk around this. So this is like a big deal. These things will be revealed. And it's going to be a process, apparently, because there's a lot to reveal. You just can't. If they revealed everything at once, we wouldn't even be able to take it all in. So there's going to have to be a process to the reveals. Am I right in assuming that it's just going to have to be a process because there's so much? What you're telling me here today is that there's so much. It'll be done with some sort of order and some sort of schedule, or, you know, it'll come out in increments or whatever, because there's just so much to come out. Is that correct? That's what it feels like to me. I mean, to do a big info dump, nobody would be able to like even process it all. There's too much. So is that correct? Please and thank you with one card. That's correct. With that King of Cups, there's a lot. That's my yes. Secondary message with that, you guys, is that there's so much hidden. I mean, this stuff is going to spill out of his cloak. It's going to come up from the surface, and it's going to have to come out in like sections, increments, whatever, because there's just so much. There's so much information there that we don't even know. And I was only able to give you half of a story, breadcrumbs from the story today, with the information that they were sharing with me. So with that, thank you very much for the information. So with that, you guys, is there a card that you want to leave us with? Having given us the story that you gave us and the information that you gave us, is there a card that you want to leave us off with for insight, clarity, advice as we move forward? Any last words just with one card? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. One card. What do you want to leave us with? Hang on. Just hang on. So with that 4, it's keep things balanced. Keep yourselves balanced. Keep your homes balanced. Keep your minds and your emotions, everything balanced. Hold on. You can do this. You can do this. And that's what they're saying as they leave off. Pick up your swords. Open your crowns. Be the warriors that you are. Stay in touch with spirit. There's always more when we get that right. Wishes are being fulfilled. There are dreams coming true in this moment. We are ending cycles, and these cycles are wish fulfillment, you guys. And new beginnings are on the way. So awake, right? Awakenings, technologies, probably technologies in the Vatican. Lots of things coming our way, new beginnings. So hang on, you know, keep opening your crown, because that Page of Swords always opens that crown. He brings up his sword. He lifts his vibration. He is the warrior for the good. Know that things are coming to an end. Cycles are ending, and this is a wish-fulfilling thing. And new technologies, new beginnings, new awakenings, high vibrations are on their way, and that's what they want to say to us. So I wasn't expecting that today, but here we are. So that's what it is, right? Anyway, I guess that's why they buzzed me off when they did, so that I could pick back up, because the reading probably would have taken forever to go up if I'd have done this all at once. And I would have been struggling to get this info up to you. So I love you all very much. I'm glad that you all feel like you're here in my home with me. That makes me happy, and I'll tell you why. Because when I started this in 2020, it was people were under lockdown, and though I didn't abide by the lockdown, many people did because they were terrified. So they were stuck in their homes, not getting out and about. They were afraid, and I wanted people to feel like they were with me as I was pulling a card, that my friends and family on Facebook, as I was pulling, it started with just a daily card, some inspiration. And then the universe kind of threw me into a mini reading, and it sort of went on from there. But that was the whole point, that we felt like we were together, hanging out around my table or hanging out in my home, having a coffee together, chit-chatting, getting some insights and some inspiration from spirit. Just with the fear that everybody was holding at that time, I felt like I don't have a lot that I can do, but I do have this unbelievable faith, and that faith is what keeps me from ever jumping into fear. And I just wanted to share that with anybody that might have enjoyed it. And they did. They did. They did enjoy it. It was a good thing during that time for everybody. It did help a lot, they said. And as time went on, things shifted, and those people that I was pulling a card for back then probably don't watch me now, because they're still living in a world that I left a long time ago. I've been going down these rabbit holes most of my life, so they're still living in that world, so I would be way over the top for them, but I'm glad that I was able to bring them that then. And I'm glad that I'm able to bring you whatever you're getting from this channel here now. And I think we all need each other, and the support and the community is good. No matter what the community, right? We all need each other, and it's just kind of funny how this has shifted over the years. But it's, I believe it's all divinely guided. So I'm glad that you all feel like you're right here with me, because that was, that was the intention. And the secondary thing is like always that, like when I came on, it's like I wanted people to feel like they were getting out of their houses and into mine, and like we were connecting almost physically because people were locked down. And I wanted the healing to be the blanket over everything, to help bring people peace. And so that was how it all started, and I'm glad that you're all feeling comfortable and at home here with me, and like we're all together just having a coffee, visiting. That makes me feel really good. I'm glad that that is still the main vibration of what's happening here on this channel. So with all of that being said, you guys, I hope you all have a beautiful day. I mean, I hope that you get out there and enjoy your season, vibe high, fill yourself with love, look around, feel the gratitude for all that we have. And, keep in mind the universe's messages yesterday and the day before about really being discerning. And I don't know, they must be, as they want to talk to us about this topic, I'm sure there are reasons why they're talking to us about this topic right now. We'll have to keep our eyes open and see how this plays out and what's being said or done around that particular power structure, and see how this reading pertains to any of it. Until then, you guys, just remember, this is just what I'm getting. And, take what resonates, toss the rest, use your own intuition, be your own guru. You are your own guru, right? Yeah, and have a wonderful day, and know that I love you all, and I will see you all soonish. All right, you guys. High vibe, be in gratitude, be in love, be in joy. Know that we've got this and we're winning, apparently. They keep telling us that. So, yeah, stay in that place of joy, rejoice. We're winning. We've got this. All right, you guys, until next time, I love you. Take care. Bye.